good day, but maybe you're going to have to teach them a lesson tomorrow. Is that you're just trying to help them build up their confidence a little bit, Patrick?
Defense did have a good day, but I think they didn't really want to talk about all the other ones. That we went over the top on them, but they came out with a lot of energy today. I was impressed, and they had a lot of batted balls as well, a couple interceptions.
It seems like this team's really together. Do you get that sense, even though we're really early in, based on what you had from the spring and the summer, it just seems like you guys are all on the same page?
Yes, and that's the one thing that you haven't really seen around here. I mean, there's been some teams where players have been friends, but as a whole unit, we're really a brotherhood, and it's shown on the field where we're joking around or talking trash, and it's really creating great competition.
Malik said that they got 5 batted passes today. How many times did that get you?
Actually, the first team didn't get me any, but Houston Miller was on the show team and got me 2 times. So the first team did not get me.
You think on this defense, from what you've been able to see so far, I know it's still pretty early, but is there a greater amount of athleticism, maybe being able to move towards the ball and make different plays than you saw last year?
Yes, I mean there's definitely a lot of athletes over there, but I think more is there a lot of smarter players, a lot of players that have better awareness and know when the ball's getting thrown, they need to put their hands up, or they need to know how to read how the receivers are running their routes, and that's really what is, I think, higher on this team.
What was just kind of going through your mind when y'all have an hour weather delay? And, I'm sure y'all were amped up, ready to get out there at 4 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we were really amped up. You can kind of tell in the locker room everybody was jittery, trying to get out there. But, I mean, stuff like that happens. We have to still bring energy when we get out there, and I felt like we did. We had a great start, and then we kind of carried it through the rest of practice.
Who had a good day for you, receiver-wise?
Receiver-wise today, Kiki Kuti did well. I think Reginald Davis had a few good catches, and Devin Lauderdale for sure had a pretty big-time play there.
What's it been like seeing Devin and the coaches have talked a lot about he kind of had a bit of awakening after kind of the spring. What's it been like seeing him work this summer, and where do you kind of think he's at right now?
It's been really impressive. Coming off of a full spring of not really being with the team and not having that kind of brotherhood, like I was saying, and just kind of filling in when he gets here and not taking a step back at all and really pushing himself to get better every single day has been impressive.
What was the play that you described? You said he made a big-time play.
Well, I mean, it was more of I just ran out, threw the ball a little bit behind him, and he really came back and got it. And DB was right there on him, and he just showed a lot of physicalness and stuff that we haven't seen in the past.
You said an out pattern?
Yes.
So the route depth was what, 10 yards or so?
Yeah.
I know you've talked about being a more vocal leader, especially on day one. I'm sure you don't have to get the guys too amped up, but just how do you kind of put that into fruition, I guess, going into day one practice?
I think, like you said, you don't really have to get people amped up, especially from the beginning, but that day one, that practice does get a little long. I mean, no matter what off-season training you do, the game shape is a little bit different. So just kind of keeping the guys motivated the whole practice, getting through the hard times of practice where we're not just having fun, we're really working on the game is where I got to keep my vocalness up.
Does the field look different for you when you have guys on the outside with a lot more height now? I know with Willie's over there on the outside and then Cantrell as well coming back, is it just help you so much more having those guys on the outside of your line?
Yes, for sure, and it really helps when the team's trying to man us up, but you can really go over the top, but at the same time, they're big bodies and they'll get into you, so you can run a lot of stops and outs and stuff like that, and they're really getting into the DBs and making plays happen. So just having them is just another option you can have in this offense.
I noticed you helping Colt Garrett early on some of the drills. What's the scoop on him? What kind of quarterback is he, and what does he bring to the room?
He came in, he has a really good arm. It was something where you could tell he has the arm talent. He's just going to have to work on his technique and his footwork and stuff like that. So he's really tried to soak up as much knowledge as he can. I mean, he'll go out there with me and Nick Shimonik and just sit there and watch and just snap the ball to us. So, I mean, he's someone that he's trying to get reps. He's trying to get as much work as he can get in, and it's something you're excited to see.
You guys have some different bodies going on that offensive line. Looked like Cody Wheeler was in that left guard spot just working with the first team. Have you seen him come along, and what do you think of his game?
I mean, the offensive line in general, I feel like is competing hard. Cody Wheeler especially, he's has a lot of confidence. He's trying to go out there and earn a starting spot, and he's really competing. And there's a couple guys in there that are kind of mixing in the first team, and they're all really getting after it. And I'm excited to see how they progress this fall camp.
Last one, guys. Anything?
Those other couple guys, is it some of the guys we've been talking about, Agnanu, Star Wars?
Yes, those are the main two are kind of in that competing group. Those young guys, those freshmen, are trying to get in there too. So,
okay.
I mean, you like to see that those young guys try to compete for that starting time.
Oh, you brought it up. Break down that pass you caught today.
I don't know. You gotta ask Pat on that one.
Right.
I was doing my job in the post, and I look up, and the ball's coming my way. Caught it.
Take it to the house?
Oh, every time.
What's kind of going through y'all's mind whenever y'all, set for 4 o'clock practice, gets knocked back just because of weather delay? I'm sure y'all are amped up waiting in the locker room.
Yeah, it's not fun waiting, extra hour just to get out there, especially on day one. We're already jittery, just ready to get out there. But once we did get out there, we brought a lot of energy and we had a good practice, I thought.
How much of today's, sort of knocking off rust, getting back in the groove of things?
We kind of flowed pretty well today. The younger guys are a little rusty. They got through into the fire today, and they're just going to get better as practice goes along. So, but they did good. We did good. I'm proud of what we did today.
What are some things you do or maybe say to help some of those new guys shake off the nerves, maybe some of that rust as well?
Well, Gibbs is putting some of the older guys with the younger guys, so to kind of let them, play and let us communicate better. And we kind of work well with each other. We're just trying to help them. They're helping us. So, it's working pretty good
Who are
so
you
far.
with?
I was working with Dez today. He was going another safety. So, Jay Sean was going with Tevin, who's new to safety. So, we're just all rotating, getting to know each other a little better, communicating with everybody on the defense.
So the interception was you leading by example?
Yeah, absolutely.
What have you seen out of some of those young guys like Dez and some of these other, freshman DBs?
They got a lot of talent. They're freshmen, so they're a little rusty. But I'm proud of how far they've come so far. It's day one. Can't ask for much, but they're on the right track for sure.